Welcome to the awkward silence portion where nobody's watching, but there may be a replay, so I don't just want to sit here silently. Hopefully the sound and audio, those are the same thing. Hopefully the sound and picture look good when you get on. Please let me know if it does. Sound and picture look good when you get on. Please let me know. Scott says, "Good evening, legends and legitters. It's been such a long time since I managed to catch a live. Can't wait to see what's on offer tonight. Thanks for being here as usual. To be honest, I don't have much of an agenda today because I didn't have time to properly prepare. So forgive me for that. But I'm still here for you. So let me know if you have any questions, if you want to see anything or talk about anything, or any way I can be of service. I can never get the lighting quite right in my apartment. Well, only a few folks showing up today, so maybe we'll just call this a quick one. But I wanted to at least keep my commitment to you to be doing these every week. So I do apologize for not having a topic ready to go, but interesting. But, I still wanted to make good. So got a handful of people on now. Don't be shy, say hi. Get it? Kind of rhymed. Syndication should be going out any second now if it hasn't already. Let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. Sammy says, "Hello, sir. How are you?" I'm great, Sammy. Thank you for showing up. I'm a content writer. I'd like to create a website. Good, man. Go for it. Saeed says, "Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Saeed? Congrats on your orders." Sammy says, "A website to showcase my work. Any ideas? Any advice?" Yeah, just create something that it's kind of like a postcard for you. Talks about your talent, offers a few packages, maybe has a blog, and then offers maybe a few samples too, and just talk about content writing and copywriting and the value of it, and give people a way to reach out to you and use it as an opportunity to do a little bit of SEO too and kind of rank it. That's what I would do. And then maybe set up some sort of funnel to drive people to it. But yeah, just set up like a personal, like almost like a social media profile, but as a website. Have a blog, have some samples, and just talk about who you are and why people should work with you. Jonathan says, "Hey, Chris. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you." Stephen says, "Hi, Chris. What advices you have for ranking small business websites?" So the trick there is to do a really great job on the site itself, the on page, the interlinking, the FAQ page. Get all that stuff right to save yourself as much budget as you possibly can, because that's where like the cheapest part of SEO is going to come in. And then you want to get some really, like, if you can find them, some really good local links. So maybe from your local chamber or some local organizations. Those hit really, really hard. They're hard to come by, but if you can get those, you can get good. And then you want to do all the Google business stuff, the Google map stuff, to optimize your GMB, citations, those sorts of things. So yeah, those are the main things. And then if you're not all the way home after you've done all of that, you can do a few links too. Usually you don't need to do a ton for a local business, although it varies, of course, depending on the niche. Check out some of my previous live streams. I did one on organic SEO and Google Maps. That may help you as well. Scott says, "If there was only a guide on how to make a website with videos to help." Well, Scott, if you happen to have something like that, maybe this would be a good opportunity to shamelessly plug it with the 8 people that are on in my impromptu live stream today. By links, you mean guest posts, among other things. So when I was talking about the local links, what you can just kind of do is search for like maybe a local school you can donate to that'll give you a link in exchange for that. If you can be in your local chamber of commerce, you can get a link for that. Those kinds of links are really powerful for local businesses, but also by links at the end, then guest posts are probably your safest bet as well. Let me check my message here, see who wants me. Thanks, sir. Great advice. Would your company be hiring content writers? What you can do is sign up on Legiit, and you'll get lots of opportunity there because content is not even creeping at this point. It's really catching up to SEO as our top selling category. So sign up there, list your services, and there's some great people doing great work. And join the Facebook group as well, and people will be happy to help you out and get started. I'm always adding more content writers too, like buying more content, I should say. So sign up there, enlist your stuff. You're obviously talented if you're taking it this seriously, you know. Jose says, "Hey Chris, what's up, buddy? Good to see you." Ray, I'm just going to call you Ray because I don't want to get your name wrong. So I hope that's okay. At first, take my respect, sir. Well, thank you very much, Ray. I appreciate that. You have my respect as well. Today's audience reminds me of this time I went to see a band called Jimmy's Chicken Shack at this little club called The Social. And the same night, the big band Disturbed was playing at the House of Blues a few miles away. So nobody but like maybe 30 people came to see Jimmy's Chicken Shack. And they still played like they were in front of Wembley Stadium or something. And I remember the singer saying, "This is not the biggest rock audience in a rock concert in history, but it's the best rock gathering." And that's kind of what I feel like today when we have a small but great audience. So I've never forgotten that about them. Chris, do you think blockchain technology can change the SEO game? I mean, blockchain is definitely going to be a huge part of the future. I don't know specifically how it's going to relate to SEO. I'm sure in some way that I'm not smart enough to foresee that it will, but I don't know. And it'll definitely be a big part of the future. I don't know in what way it will affect SEO. Also, there's some incredible tutorials in how to make a website on the Superstar Academy. Yes, there is. Scott, you should be a professional pitch man or a product endorser. A little bit of a stiff neck today. Sammy says, yes, surely I'll sign up. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You like my get more stuff done t-shirt? What are your thoughts on the best method for getting SEO leads? I think the best method is signing up for Legiit Leads. Thank you for lobbing that one right down the plate for me. Legiit Lead will find leads that need all sorts of different things, whether it's, you asked about SEO specifically. So about SEO, but also for blog writing and schema and all sorts of things. So yes, I do believe that Legiit Leads is the best way to get SEO leads. But again, thank you for hanging a curveball for me. All right, all right, all right. Quick technical question. This is from Jose. Says, after foundation links have been deployed in the homepage, should they also be deployed in all ranking inner pages? Yes or no will do. No, yes or no will not do. You can do them to some inner pages. The first ones I probably would, but do them keyword optimized as opposed to branded. But the more pages you do, the less you should have to do that. Ruman says, "Hi, Chris." Hello, Ruman. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If not, I do apologize. Payush. Payush says hello. What's up, Payush? I hope I pronounced that one right too. I do my best on those. No, Legit Leads is not a DFY service. It's a software that will go out and find leads for you. You put in your niche, your location, and what type of leads you want to find, and it will spit them all out for you and recommend people to do the work for you. Are there any backlink vendors you personally recommend on Legit? Absolutely, lots of them. I use myself. Let's just go take a look. Go ahead and bring up on screen two different things. Some of the recommended ones. If for some reason I'm answering a question ahead of this while I'm getting things together here. For some reason, the name Legit Leads has people thinking it's a marketplace to buy leads, and it's not. So we're going to have to work on the messaging a little bit there. But all right, let me share my screen. All righty. So this is I guess you'd call it a live stream I did. It's been a couple months now. Yeah, so I'll drop that in there. But you can see I kind of went through my entire process. There's lots of link builders on here. We've got social profiles, citations, web 2.0s, and I'll just open a few of them so you can see them. And these aren't the only ones that are good or I recommend. These are just some of the ones that I personally use. See, for social profiles, we have Moktesh. For citations, we have me, although you can also go with citation expert and lots of other good ones, actually. I never know how to answer this because there's so many, but this guy does a great job and lots of others. Foundations, I like Ignite First or SEO Rank 90. He does a great job as well. This is Roheen for Domain Authority Stack. We got Nix for press releases, and then me for guest posts and niche edits. Although you can also use SERPWolf, you can use Link Delta, a few other great ones, lots of other great ones. Hatred for PBNs. Just depends on what you're looking for. But check out that post, and it'll kind of link you to a bunch that I use and like. So, all right. Jose says, I don't get paid to promote legit leads I assume at all, but I'm getting some meetings thanks to it. Awesome. You've done the work, my man. I'm glad to hear it working out for you. Sir, new people are allowed to give them all the scanses. How do they have all the time to be legit? I don't understand that at all. I'm sorry. You're going to have to clarify that question. I don't get what you're asking me at all. There, I don't know what scanses means. And I'm sorry, I don't get that. Jonathan says, nice. I like your LinkedIn username there, the customer acquisition expert. Not even a customer acquisition expert, the customer acquisition expert. Alrighty. Let me see if I got any questions anywhere else. Scott just sent me his how to build a website thing, so I'm going to be nice enough and post that for him. So check that link out. That is Scott Latham Digital, how to make a small business website. This is whining about ranking. Okay. Sir, some Fiverr needs to be changed. I don't work on Fiverr, so you're going to have to talk to them on how their ranking works. Sorry, I don't work with Fiverr. I don't use Fiverr. my customers are worth more than $5, so I don't work with them, and my freelancers do a better job to where they don't deserve. So I have no idea what Fiverr does. I can't help you with their ranking. For your done for you service, or is the competition based on Ahrefs or something else? It's kind of arbitrary, to be perfectly honest. The best thing to do if you have one would be to shoot it over to me, and I can kind of make a recommendation. But I mean, honestly, I only have packages because people have asked for packages. I think the top level one is probably the best because the price is not, it's pretty close between them. But if you have one you want me to tell you which package I think you need, just shoot it over to me on Legiit, and we'll hook you up. Ahmed says, hi, Chris. How's it going? I literally could not be better. Thank you. How's it going with you? Abdullah says, hi, mate. What's up, Abdullah? Good to see you, my friend. Let me see if I miss any questions anywhere else. Shamin says, hello. Oh, what's up, Shamin? I need a new chair. I love this chair, but it's falling apart. That's why I have the suit coat on there, because like the skin on it is starting to fall off. It looks weird. I have the same one in my office. It's in great shape, so I don't know why this one does that. It must be the humidity or something. Ray says, "Thanks, sir." Yeah, I don't mean to be snippy, but I don't do anything on Fiverr. I don't know how it works, and I don't care. Like I don't spend my time. I do make the occasional post about them just to be funny, but I don't spend my time worrying about what other businesses do. I worry about how I can best serve my clients, my community, and my customers. You know, that's my goal. So that's what there's an important lesson in there too. Anybody you see talking about other people in their industry or their competitors or how they're going to beat their competitors and things like that, that means they're not focused on helping people. So it's just something to keep in mind. Have a nice day, sir. You do the same. And if you were asking about Legiit, which I'm not 100% sure you are, you just have to offer a high quality service that people want and present it to them. So if you have something specific, then I can help you with that. But you asked about Fiverr, and I don't know how Fiverr works because I don't like it and I don't use it. I must have slept wrong or something. All right, pretty good turnout considering I didn't promote this at all and just posted it like an hour ago. Yeah, check out Scott's post. I know Scott puts a lot of time. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring that bad boy up and see what he's got going on. Beginner's guide on how to make a small business website. I'm not going to click on the video, but it looks really in depth. Looks like a nice little course. So check that out. I know Scott does good work. So stop sharing. Ahmed, I hope I'm saying that right. Says, awesome. A friend recommended me Legiit. Looking forward to start providing my services there. Glad to see you as an owner leader providing knowledge. Love that. Thank you. In all my businesses, I believe in creating community because I just think it's the most positive way to grow something. And the best way, I believe that business is about service. And I believe that by sharing and getting to know your community, that's the best way you can service them. So that's a big part of our guiding principles at Legiit. See if I'm missing any questions anywhere else. Doesn't look like it. Let's take a picture for the gram. Oh, we got Jose. Are you still liking SERPed? I'm struggling to stick with only one SEO tool, and I refuse to pay several. Since my agency is rolling, thanks to you, I can only pay for one for now. What I would do is probably, I like SERPed a lot, but if you're doing agency stuff, it's probably not going to get the job done for you as well as Ahrefs and audit together. So I would do the two of those more likely than SERPed. It's not that it's not a great tool, because it is, but if you're only doing, like, I assume you're only doing like link analysis or something. It depends on what you're doing, I guess, but if it's just link analysis, it's probably not going to give you enough depth. But it depends on what you're doing, you know. SERP is a great tool. I have a great relationship with the guys that run it, make it, whatever you want to call it. So let's take a picture for the gram. Everybody say hello, Instagram. Where can somebody cheaply, freely learn paid ads / Facebook, like Facebook ads? I don't have a great resource for that, to be perfectly honest. Every Facebook ads course I've ever taken has been dog shit. Pardon my language, but it just has. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. I guess I need to look into that, because I get asked that a good bit. I don't know it well enough to teach it myself, because I teach things that I actually know how to do. So I don't know well enough. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. For PPC, actually on YouTube, check out Surfside PPC. I use them when I need to learn how to do something for like Google PPC, but for Facebook ads, I have no idea. Jose says, thanks. Thank you, Jose. It says that guitar is looking dope. Thank you. I get a comment about that every time I do a live stream. And the funny thing is, I don't know how to play at all. Like literally not one note. I got that when I was a teenager, and I like for like 5 minutes decided I wanted to learn how to play guitar. Got bored with it quickly, and have just had it since. And I put it back there so it shows up in my videos, because people always bring it up. So it's a great conversation starter. In theory, it's there to impress women, but that hasn't worked out that well. Alrighty. Check what's my problem. Okay, let's take a look. I bet before I even do it, though, I bet you're selling either citations or logos, right? Before I even look. Is that right, Ray? Sammy says, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that, Sammy. I don't want to say try this person, because that's like who everybody recommends, because I've taken a few and I've never felt like I got my money's worth. All right, let's bring up Ray's profile. Okay, so the first thing is this looks like a lot of other services I've seen. The logos are fine. I would have some examples in the body itself. I would come up with a sexier title than this, because there's just so many people that use that, almost that word for word same title. I would have more examples. These are pretty similar. So show some diversity. Let's see what else. I'm kind of wondering why you're having Facebook Ads Manager in along with logos. I like this one because it offers 5 for $15. That's a good deal, although the thumbnail doesn't stand out. As a matter of fact, I would change, you're using examples as your thumbnail, and I get the idea behind that. But what I would do if I were you is put something that sells you, and then examples, have the example logos inside. Because I look at this and I think he's selling olive oil, and that doesn't make sense to me, you know? Let's take a look at this one. So this is a cool looking service, but again, you need to have some in the body as well, and then have a thumbnail that talks about you and your service, not just an example. Like maybe put yourself on the thumbnail. My name is MD Rezan Shibley. I'm a PR professional, creative logo designer, t-shirt designer. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at your portfolio. See, I like this one. It's a nice logo. You obviously do good work. You just have to dress up your profiles a little bit, your profile and your services a little bit, and then post them in the Facebook group. And I think you'll get an order or two from there. I would probably kill this service too because it doesn't really fit with the rest. So it looks like you probably worked on Fiverr before and you are doing things, the same thing there that you did here. And we have an entirely different customer base. Like they're going to want to know about you personally and what you can do for their business and not just the same logo service that 100 other people have. I mean, if you look at logo design, the top ones actually have logos that stand out for the most part. But if you scroll down and you get into some of the ones that with lesser sales, they get more and more common. So you just got to work on making yours stick out a little more. So I hope that makes sense. How long have you been on Legiit? Yeah, you've been on for a few months. Yeah, you're just gonna have to dress this up and then post in the group a little bit too. I see you around a lot, but I don't know that I've ever seen you post your stuff. So I had no idea what you sold until just now. So I hope that helps some. Sammy says, thank you. Ahmed said, would you view my Behance portfolio from a client owner's perspective? Sure. I warn you, I don't have great taste, but I'll be happy to take a look. Make sure I didn't miss any questions anywhere else. Don't think I did. Let me get some water here. b.net/web. All right. All right. So these look pretty good. I think it's nice and clean, very minimalistic, which is good. Again, I am not qualified to comment on UI or UX or anything like that, but I mean, I look at these and I would, if I needed a website, I would look deeper. So I think you're talented. I don't really know what else I can tell you beyond that. They look pretty good to me. Many thanks. Thank you, Ray. I hope you don't take that like too critical or anything, but I just want to see you succeed. And right now, you look pretty similar to every other logo service. So, James, what's up, James? James says, Ray, I would post high quality logos you have done. When I've looked, I've seen people using other people's logos, and when I ordered, I would get pew pew. That's interesting to note. Yeah, the main thing I see with a lot of the logo people is that they just they all look exactly the same, so there's no reason to go with someone new. You know, it's not a matter of getting traffic to it, it's a matter that nobody wants to buy. It doesn't stand out. Like there's just hundreds of them that are the same, so you have to find a way to make yours stand out and be unique, and the more successful folks have done that. So Ahmed says, thank you, Ahmed. All right. right. Been here for a half an hour. Small turnout, but active turnout. And that's what really matters. So what else can I do for you? I positioned this as an agency Q&A, but it's really just because I didn't want to welch on a commitment. I think I used that right, welch. Let me check message here. All right. So anything else you'd like me to cover, talk about, questions, thoughts, comments, concerns? If not, I can wrap it up, and I need to go get a workout in. So that's my plan for this evening because I have an exciting lifestyle. What's my Insta handle? Chris M. Walker Legiit. Let me bring it up here. Instagram is not my favorite channel. I'm not going to lie. But there it is, and I'll show it on screen as well. That is my Instagram channel or page. Again, not my favorite channel, but it is what it is. So only 1,000 followers, nothing big. Why are you on Facebook instead of YouTube today, Chris? My notification popped up and said you were live on Facebook. We're actually on both. I wonder what will happen if I do this. I don't know why you got that particular notification, but as you can see, we're on both. Can Google keywords be used for a client that does not have a website? All they have is a business showing up on Google. Not sure I understand that. Can keywords be used for a client? Are you asking, can you rank a client? Can you clarify your question? I'm not quite sure I follow. Like maybe you're talking about maps, how you can kind of rank in maps without a website. I'm sorry, I just don't quite get you there. Make sure I didn't miss any others. Guessing Google My Business. Yeah, I think the same, but I'm not 100% sure. Chris, for a national website, do you still need a Google My Business page? I mean, you may as well have one if there is a physical location of some kind, but it's probably not. I mean, it depends on the business, I guess, but it probably isn't that crucial. National website means different things to different people. So, like, I'm sure McDonald's has a Google business for their headquarters, but maybe not for each location. Well, they probably do for each location. That's not a great example. But, like, I can't think of an example, but you may as well. The downside to that is that then you can get reviews. So, for example, somebody tried to create one for Legiit one time, and I don't want a Google business for Legiit because one, it's not a local business, and two, I don't want somebody getting a logo that they thought the color of blue should have been a little bit more blue and leaving a Google review about the whole company. So I got rid of that. I'm not going to tell you how though, because, well, it wasn't the whitest of hat ways. All right, we are 35 minutes in. What else can we do for you? Hamza, if you can clarify your question, I'll try to answer it for you. I think you're talking about Google Business, but I don't know what you mean can Google keywords. So I just want to make sure I answer it the right way for you. Or we can call it a day. Give it another minute or two, get some more water. All right. Any more questions or comments, thoughts, or concerns? Do you cover national, worldwide SEO in your training, or do you cover local SEO basically? Jeff has sections on local, state, and national. I don't know what you mean by worldwide, but I mean worldwide and national are pretty much the same thing. But yeah, we have sections on local, state level, and national level, as well as other stuff like affiliate and ecom and so on. So, as in, can you rank a client's business so that it shows up higher in search result using keywords from a Google search? Yes. I'm still not quite getting you. I mean, you you want to have something show. You have to have something to show up, whether it's a website or a video or something. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being dense, but I really don't follow you. As a guideline, how much should a digital marketing agency charge for hosting? Plan to get maintenance plans, and at what price point should I start that? What do you know? I've never offered that. What you want to do is ask Jim, because that's something that he offers, and he can kind of answer that better for you. I have no idea because I've never dealt with hosting or maintenance plans or anything like that. If I did, I would just upcharge whatever he charges and let him do it. So I don't know how to answer that for you. How many videos and how many training videos in those academy they have? Let's take a look. I don't know exactly, but let's log in and just kind of look around. I don't know how you're getting old. There's a song I heard recently that I thought, hey, this is a cool new song. And I like looked into it and it was over 10 years old. That's when you know you're getting old. All right. So this is the kind of the introductory video. There's a few mindset videos, although those are all in the Facebook group now because it was just too much of a pain to him to record them on Facebook and then me to move them over. The getting started section has 3 subsections. Some very basic stuff. Some more stuff to get you started. Uh, Another section in there. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a lot, but let's see. Web design and development. We got a couple of sections in there. And let's get to like the main ones. We've got on-site SEO. Lots there. Link building. How to get guest posts. What else? What else? What else? Local, state, and national. That's what Steven was asking about. We got Google Maps. We got running an agency. This is kind of my section. Lots there. Affiliate, ecom, lead gen, advanced, and miscellaneous. We got case studies, webinars, and then the archive has a lot of stuff too. So there's at least a couple hundred, I would guess. Jose says, haha, thanks. Steven says, I'm looking forward to trying out your training and seeing what more I can learn that I haven't learned from my years in OMG. Cool. I haven't been in OMG in quite some time myself. No idea what they're up to these days. Jose says, hey, Hector, Andreas here. I highly recommend it, man. I lost my job after the thing, but I'm getting back to on track with Chris's help. Thank you, Jose. You're doing a great job. You put in the work, and that's what really gets stuff done. Gets more stuff done. So, all righty, about 40 minutes into this thing now. And anybody that wants to check out that training, you can check it out for free for 7 days. And then if it's for you, great. It'll rebill at 67 bucks a month, which is still ridiculously inexpensive in my opinion. And if it's not, you can cancel. No harm, no foul. So check that out at superstarseo.expert. All right, guys, we're probably going to wrap up pretty soon. The attendance is starting to dip, and we've been here for over 40 minutes. But I'm still here for you. So if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, or anything I can do for you to make your life better and help you get more stuff done, let me know, and I will be there for you. We'll give it till 4:45, and then we'll probably wrap it up because I don't have a good end to that sentence. Sometimes I just start a sentence and see where it takes me, and sometimes the results are better than others. So, you know. All righty. Did I miss any questions? I don't think I did. Zane says, hello, sir. What's up, Zane? Good to see you. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. I really, really don't like to do that. I don't like anyone to feel left out. Steven says, is your training on how to price your SEO services? I do have one or two videos in there on that. And then Jeff and I have talked about it in the group. Jeff Scott and I have talked about it in the group as well. Ultimately, though, I don't have a good system for it myself, but it's just a matter of figuring out learning what it's going to cost you to implement SEO, and then just what profit percentage you're comfortable with, Sir, tell me about Legiit. Legiit is a freelance marketplace that helps agencies and individuals get more stuff done. We connect freelancers with people that need their services. Your instinct may be to say, oh, so it's like blank, but it's not. We have higher end services, and we match them with people that will do it. And it has a marketplace aspect to it. It has a job board where you can post job if you need a job. So, for example, if you don't find what you need in the marketplace, you can list that. That's the job board. We have graphics, SEO, marketing, a whole array of things, and we have a higher but a higher quality of client than some other marketplaces. And in turn, they require a higher skill freelancer. So if you have good skills, we would be happy to see if you're a fit and have you jump on. It's free to get started, and then go from there. So I guess that answered it for you. If not, let me know. Ibrahim says, sir, how are you? I'm doing great, my friend. How are you? All right, guys, we got 1 or 2 minutes left, and then I'm going to call it a day. Got a few other things that require my attention, and then I'm going to take some personal care time. Zane says, thank you, sir. Thank you, Zane. Let me know when you sign up. I'd be happy to check out your service. Just go ahead and drop that in the chat because you can never have your link out there too much. And any last minute questions, guys, or can we call it a day? What do you think? Take some personal care and have your feet massaged. I don't think that'd be in anybody's best interest to touch those things. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Maruf says, thank you. Thank you, Maruf. Always a pleasure. Maruf with the broad taste in music. What type of services? Well, whatever you do, whatever skill you have that you can offer people, or if there's something you need, let me know that, and I can help you find the right person for it as well. We actually are hiring some people that's going to be their whole job is connecting freelancer with customer. So, but just anything you offer, let us know. Hey guys, I think that's going to be enough for today. I know this was impromptu, so I'm glad that so many folks still turned out for it. So I appreciate that. I'm going to leave you with a little request too. Think about somebody in your life that you love, respect, admire, or just look up to or whatever, and make a point to go tell them that. I guarantee you there's somebody that you think that way of that you've never told that or haven't told often enough, and someday you might not have the chance to do it. So go do that today. Tell somebody you admire them because you do. So that's just a little homework assignment. And then the last thing I want to leave you with is this. Figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next week.